This is NSK State News for October 2011, Christian Motzka reporting. This past month, Ervin had to remove a banner from the side of the State Museum of Modern Art in Moscow, where they were participating in the Impossible Communities show, as the banner was deemed problematic. For more on this developing story, please go to www.ervin.si. This month sees the release of a new book entitled State of Emergence, about last year's first NSK Citizens Congress. For more information on how to order this book and for the location of book release parties, please go to www.nskstate.com. We're now going to look at two events that were held this past June put on by NSK State citizens. The first was held in Leipzig, Germany.
Following successful NSK State events in Lyon and London, Germany's NSK Litsk Collective was ready to put Leipzig on the map. For 3 weeks in June and July 2011, a building famous for its ties to Eigen und Art played host to the largest NSK folk art exhibition to date. Timed to coincide with Leipzig's famous Wave Gothic Treffen, the event saw more than 300 visitors. Here now is Dr. Alexei Monroe describing the event.
What we see here is the largest exhibition of NSK folk art, and you see people have imagined what NSK might look like. So there's a series of photos from different places around the world, which people have symbolically annexed to NSK territory, and they're imagining what that might be like. There is a very interesting work downstairs by a Slovene woman called Lili Anna Maria No, who produced a silver cross with a cavity inside. And inside the cavity, there's used tissue paper with menstrual blood. And she has declared that the blood is actually NSK territory. And it's a very beautiful object and very intriguing and mysterious. And you can see how the NSK aesthetic changes. You see many posters from various events and exhibitions. And you see the iconography of NSK, which has inspired the people here to make their own post-NSK images. And outside you have the banner, which has the black flag with a Leibach wheel, but they've replaced in the centre, instead of a black cross, you now have the symbol of Leipzig. You have the Leipzig coat of arms. And that's a really interesting way of symbolically connecting Leipzig to NSK.
Now we will look at the event that was held in New York City in the United States of America.
On June 24, 2011, citizens of the NSK State and others gathered at Momenta Art in Brooklyn, New York to examine and discuss the past, present, and future of the state and time. The organizers of this event presented talks on the following subjects: an overview of the first NSK Citizens Congress in Berlin 2010.
Congress organizers, delegates, and members of NSK met in Berlin to critically examine the formal and conceptual structure of the NSK state as a social sculpture or collective Gesamtkunstwerk.
The Birth of the State, a presentation on the founding of the NSK state.
It was the participating audience who pushed the organizers to expand the limits of what is imagined, and not the other way around.
And The State Within, Discovering the Future.
The NSK state should be universal. And this is really what needs to occur in order for the state, I think, to continue to grow.
The initiative was well received and demonstrated a latent interest in the NSK state in the New York City area. New York has historically been the site of NSK events, exhibitions, and actions. With the success of this initial NSK rendezvous, the organizers are confident that this pattern will continue in the future.
Thanks for watching.